What's going on, you guys? Welcome to my channel. In today's video we will be removing the manual transmission. I'll be covering it in as much detail as I could, so if you're doing it for the first time you shouldn't have any problems. We will be installing the action clutch stage 2 clutch and the action clutch a lightweight flywheel, as well as the Zspeed CSC elimination kit, basically eliminating the internal CSC that comes in the HRs and VHRs, which is notorious for failure. Even the heavy duties are notorious for failure. I just want to go all out and just forget it, and so that's not a headache for me later down the road. I want to be future proof, so this is why I went with the Zspeed CSC elimination kit. Just like the CD09, it's going to be basically HR CD09 version. Let's get into it. There's a lot of stuff to cover. Let me show you what you need to remove. One of the pieces you do need to remove is your exhaust. Test pipes could stay on the car, you don't need to touch those. Catalytic converters could stay in the car, you need to touch those. Or even high flow cats or even long tube headers could stay in the car. Just remove the exhaust the way I did it. So if you have a Y pipe right here, same thing, just remove the Y pipe and your single exit, probably all the way to the back, because you do need to drop your drive shaft. Once you remove your exhaust, you'll basically need to remove this piece, which is on the front. Don't worry, the engine does not need to be supported. This can freely come out easily, okay? So just remove this, and also remove this on the rear side. There's also one little bar, which I think it's like 214s or 212s on the side, which I'm gonna show you right now. So basically this bar needs to be unbolted. That's it. 212s, I think they're 212s. Remove it. And forgot to mention that it needs to be unbolted from the diff, and that's it. Once you're bolted from the diff, pretty simple. I mean, just pop it out, that's it. But before you do anything, I forgot to mention one more thing. Drain the fluid, because it will literally drain from here once you drop the transmission, unless you got one of those jacks that actually strap on around the transmission and it comes out like level, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise fluid will literally pour out from here and it's a mess. So now let's say you remove the drive shaft, which I will be removing right now. What I'll do next is I won't be touching this just yet, okay? I'll be going right here, removing the starter first, getting these bolts removed. Remove the starter. 2 bolts right here, 2 bolts on the other side, 1 bolt here, 1 bolt here. Then you got another bolt right here, you see me touching it, and 2 right on top. And then what you're gonna do is now support the transmission with like a transmission jack or a regular car jack, which I'll be using that black jack right there from Walmart, because you will be removing this bolt, this bolt, this bolt, this bolt. I think they're 14s, and you will be slowly removing it from the block and dropping it. That's it. I will be getting rid of the the internal CSC, because HRs, VHRs come with a plastic internal CSC, which I do not love. So in order for me to service that, I'll need to like remove the transmission again. Anyways, I will be installing this time a Zspeed elimination kit, CSC elimination kit, which has the fork. It's just like the CD09s. And so it just gives me the peace of mind. And I'm gonna show you how to install the Zspeed elimination kit if you are going that route like me. Also, do not forget to remove your clutch line, this piece, from the transmission, because let me tell you, it is not fun when you're going to be dropping the transmission and your clutch line is still installed. Also, to make your life a lot easier when removing the transmission, so like your drive shaft is dropped, I'll probably go inside the car, remove the center console. Okay, remove the center console, remove this, then you're going to see this, and then you're going to see this is your alignment plate, which sits right here, right? You got 310s, remove those. So now from the bottom, when you do remove the alignment plate from the bottom, you'll see another little like rubber boot. Remove that black piece, and you're gonna expose a 12mm that goes through here. Remove that, and then this thing will just pop out. Bam, that's it. Pretty simple. And now you're gonna be able to remove your transmission much easier. Don't have to struggle. All right, so I went ahead and installed my plastic, CSC. It's a piece of crap, honestly. I mean, I don't know what Nissan was thinking. HR, VHR, manual transmissions have it. So yeah, this is what I went ahead and installed instead. I did not even go and buy heavy duty. Staying away from heavy duty. For extra 250 bucks, I went ahead and got myself Zspeed V3. Pretty straightforward. I mean, they include the instructions. Pretty straightforward. You don't need to adjust nothing. It's not like Z1 CSC elimination kit With this kit by Zspeed, it's just straightforward. That's all you really do. Put it in, put the bolts in, make sure that it's sliding freely, grease it up. Over here, it's everything included in the instructions. You're set, that's it, period. And this is on the exterior now, so it's just like that. So this piece is hitting right here. Really straightforward. So yeah, I really recommend going with the Zspeed, not the Z1. I have nothing against Z1, but it's just, you know, make your life easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, go with Zspeed. All right, so something to point out. These bolts right here, if you go with this kit, Zspeed kit, these bolts on the bottom, the 3, need to have some RTV silicone. I went ahead and put them on all 5 just for the hell of it, you know. So yeah, I'm future proof now. I'm gonna take it off, because if you don't put no RTV silicone, what's gonna happen is these bolts go through, which means fluid's gonna leak out, and you don't want that. So just to point this out. I also went with action clutch. I got the 17-pound lightweight flywheel. Installing the flywheel right now, but before I get to that, I want to show you how to remove these pilot bearings, whatever they're called. Pretty simple. So basically, go to your nearest AutoZone, get this piece right here, sold separate from this. They're both completely different from each other, but they do work together, and you'll need them together to get the pilot bearing thing out, this little thing from your car. This is new, was included with my clutch kit. So yeah, this goes on the tip right here, and this tip right here goes inside, and then this little circular portion, you basically adjust it to where it's really kind of like you're not able to pull it out no more. That's the furthest you got to adjust it to, when you're not able to pull it out no more, because then you're going to use this and go back and forth. This piece will come out eventually. Well, the old piece that's in my car right now. This is the new piece that I got to put in. So I have already tapped in my pilot bearing. I used a perfect socket that fits inside the crankshaft hole, so when I can tap it in, I could just, you know, perfectly, and goes in there snug. The way you know if you warped your pilot bearing, because you can warp and the circle is not perfect, this is the same size as the transmission, that little tip right there that goes inside here. The way you know if you warped it is this piece, this alignment tool, will not fit. Mine fits perfectly in there, which means everything's cool. So now we're going to install the flywheel. So here is the back side of the flywheel. Okay, the 17-pound flywheel, which is pretty light compared to dual mass flywheel, which is like 20-some pounds. Crazy. Anyways, I got it resting on my leg. See this little pin right here? This pin needs to align with your crankshaft, this piece right here, because if it does not, your crankshaft sensor is going to be reading these teeth, and they're not going to align well. Your timing is going to be whack. Your car might not start when you assemble everything. So everything has been a waste now. From here on, if everything is not properly installed, meaning this pin is not aligned with this, everything else is just, it's pointless for you doing it, to be honest. So make sure, this is really important, you do this. Okay, align this with this. So the flywheel bolts got to be tightened to 65 feet-pound of torque. Some people do 70, some people do 78. I done 70 and that was perfect. I did 65, it was perfect. So 65 to 70, and then clean up the surface with some brake cleaner. Pretty good, this part, and also your pressure plate. All right, so I have everything aligned. So here is where I was telling you before to make sure that the alignment tool is actually fitting into the pilot bearing, because it's what's going to hold your clutch in place while you put the pressure plate over. Action clutch has labeled which side goes where, so like the flywheel side, so it's basically the other end of the clutch is facing towards the flywheel. Okay, it has it labeled. I like action clutch for doing that. And then yeah, just make sure you align the pressure plate with these pins that are on the flywheel. There's 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And then you tighten these bolts, you hand tighten them, and then you torque spec for these is 30 feet-pound of torque. It's pretty simple, and that's it. All right, gave the car a drive, and CSC elimination kit is definitely doing its thing. I noticed with the OEM, once you really beat up the car, get it up to the temperature, the clutch pedal gets sticky. I don't know if you guys can relate. I know with heavy duty you also get that, not as much as you would with the OEM, but still you get it. With the CSC elimination kit by Zspeed, you could even go with Z1. It's roughly the same setup, other than the Z1 you got to consistently do adjustments. With the Zspeed, it's just, you know, put it in and forget it. So yeah, with the Zspeed that I got in my car right now, there's no adjustments required. And yeah, I beat up the car, and it's still, the clutch feels good, it feels solid. I mean, I'm really having the fun right now that yeah, Nissan should have provided from the get-go. Thank you for watching, you guys. Hopefully I covered as much as I could. I really tried to make myself as detailed as I could in this one video. So yeah, if you followed it, you guys shouldn't have any problems. Now, if you're still confused on some things, please leave a comment. I will respond to it. Other than that, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.